Knees back together. Let's tip the knees 1 inch to the left. And shrink it up now. You're just on the sacrum. So the top of the tailbone to the top of your butt crack, basically distance. Now let your left knee open, and this is the bigger distance. Go from the top of the thigh to the top of the glute. Now, wherever you notice that it's a little congested, stop there and rock side to side across. Great. Now roller across your mid back, so kind of bottom of the rib cage below the bra line area. Hands behind head. So you want to have a long throat, so I want you to bring your head back in your hands, but tuck down your front ribs. So it's almost like you're in an ab curl, but you're bringing your head back in your hands, and that's how we work your upper abs. So lift your hips and just roll 2 inches, breathing into the roller. Set hips on the ground, windshield wiper. Center yourself, lay back, folding at the roller, and then really press down in the roller, onto the roller to round up. Keep a long throat. Perfect. Move the roller up your back to a new spot. Lift your hips and roll 2 inches. Set hips down, windshield wiper. And lay back, folding at the roller. Make sure you have a nice long throat. Press down into the roller to come up, but don't shorten your throat, right? Don't bring your chin to your chest. Keep a long throat. Repeat. Great. All right, let's try to do one more spot. Take the roller a little higher. Lift your hips. So really breathe into the spot that you're rolling. The part of your spine that's touching the roller, breathe there. Set hips down. Windshield wiper, you're trying to kind of twist the skin on the roller. Lay back, long throat, and keep a long throat as you press into the roller to come up. So Erica, try to do less of this motion from your lower back. I want you to move from the part of you that's on the roller. Yes, yes, yes. So the pelvis shouldn't move. Your belly button area shouldn't move. It's what's touching the roller. Exactly. I think that will help your low back overall. We can mobilize the upper back a little bit more. Okay, let's roll the whole upper back in one move. Go to the beginning, the bottom of the ribs, big inhale, and then top of the shoulders as you exhale. Welcome, Anne. top of the shoulders, set your butt down and just lay your head back in your hands, opening up your chest and your throat. Now we're going to do rib stretches over the roller on your side. So turn onto your right side. Roller is in line with your heart on your right side. And then you're going to lay your head down either on your bottom arm, on the floor. Now, I am not trying to push on your ribs. I don't want to jam on your ribs. They are delicate bones. I don't want to do that, but I want you to shape over the roller, lay on it, and then the roller will block your inhale. So when you inhale, you can only breathe into the top ribs, and that results in a stretching of the top ribs. So I'm not pressing on your bottom ribs. Rachel, you can straighten your top leg. Straighten your top leg if you're not straightening it. So really, the roller's just preventing you from breathing in the bottom ribs. That's the idea. Very, very good. Now come up and put the roller in your armpit, and we're going to give it a little massage. So roll forward and back. And I am tightest in the front. I think most people are, because the pecs are so dominant in most people. So go where you're tightest. If you don't know, go to the front, because that's probably where it is, and give it a massage. Glide up and down, rub side to side. You could even move that right arm around. Great. Now this next part is a little weird. You're going to put the deltoid of this arm on the roller. So that is about where your t-shirt sleeve would be. If you had a little cap sleeve of a t-shirt, that's right where it would be. So you can put that on there, and you're going to roll forward and back, glide up and down. You can also move that arm, like pin down the muscle and just move the arm forward and back, and just kind of soften up this muscle. This muscle, basically your supraspinatus is underneath, which is your rotator cuff. It tends to be what gets injured in the rotator cuff, and the deltoid's on top of it. So we need the deltoid to be a whole lot stronger so the supraspinatus doesn't get injured. And so this kind of helps both of those issues. Let's turn over to the other side. So we're going to stretch over the roller first. Put it in line with your heart, and then shape yourself over the roller. Remember, we're just blocking the breath. We're not pushing on the bones. Lay your head either on the floor or on your arm. Straighten your top leg, and yes, breathe in, and the roller will make it so you have to breathe into the top ribs. Right, let's do the deltoid supraspinatus. So like you've got a little cap t-shirt sleeve on your right. Yep, you guys are right. Armpit and pec. I love when you guys pay attention and correct me. It's awesome. So roll forward and back and stop where you need it. I recommend the pec, and give it a massage. Go up and down, rub side to side. You could even move the arm around. So a lot of what we're doing in Pilates is realigning and getting the right biomechanics, like the right muscles working with the correct alignment of the joints. And then your life is your workout, carrying your groceries, walking your dog, whatever it is that you do. And my hope is that you do it with the right biomechanics, and your life is what really strengthens you, Okay, now do your deltoid. supraspinatus. So you roll forward and back. Maybe you rub your shoulder side to side on it. Maybe you pin down the muscle and move that bottom arm. Yeah, Nadia, you can rotate in and out. You can move the arm forward and back. All of this rehydrates the tissue, which makes it healthier and ready to be strengthened. Okay, all of this is good. Now we're going to come up and roll the front of the legs on the roller and the IT bands. So if you like a hard roller for this, you're welcome to trade. Nadia, I just realized you got a soft roller, girl. Thank you. I'm excited. It's a big investment, but I swear. Oh, I'm excited. Is this the first time you're using it? Yes? No? Maybe not. Okay. Well, you could still use the hard roller for your legs.
I've had it for a few weeks now.
Oh, I guess I just haven't noticed until now. I'm so glad.
I noticed the difference.
Oh, good. Good. It's nicer on the bones and the spine. Good choice. Okay, so when you roll your legs, you can use the hardest roller you've got. No problem. There's benefits to both, of course. Okay, turn your body or pivot your body to the right a little bit. Now, wherever, there's probably a little spot that you're like, wow, that's tight. Stop on that and bend and straighten that knee a few times. Great. And then pivot your body the other way. Roll up and down a few times. Stop at that spot and then bend and straighten that knee a few times. Now, same deal with the IT bands. You'll turn completely onto your side and notice where you need it the most. Focus there. And then you can bend that knee a few times. Great. Let's do the other side. Wonderful. Okay, lay chin to pubic bone on the roller. So you're lengthwise on your front. You definitely want a soft roller whenever you're dealing with your upper body. Soft roller is the good one. Okay, adjust yourself until resting your chin on the end is perfectly comfortable. And you're going to rock side to side like you're a little boat tipping in the water, and just get more and more drapey over the roller, like you're kind of melting over it. Center yourself on the roll. Take a big breath into your back. Float the chin off the roller. And exhale from your front, so the chest and belly deflate. And repeat that. Set the chin down, float the chin off, and chest and belly deflate. Float your chin off and nod no. Set your chin down and circle the shoulders. I want together and down into your back pockets. Don't even worry about up. Up happens. It happens even when you don't want it to. So just think together, and how far down to my back pockets can I get? And then down into your back pockets, float goalpost arms up and just hold. Keep your shoulders down, keep your shoulders down. T arms, hands on the floor. Circle the shoulders again. Leave out the up, just do together and down and apart. Okay, keep them down and lift your arms off the floor and just hold. Keep your shoulders down, keep your shoulders down. Good, then we do swan, palms to the floor in line with your waist. Keep the shoulders down, find the triceps as you rise. And then get longer as you return. Great, lower down, rest your arms in goalpost and just take a few deep breaths. Press back to all fours, put the roller up right in front of you, so as lunge. Right foot forward, left knee stays down, square the hips, tall, but ribs in and shoulders down. Great. Left arm overhead, side reach to the right. Come up, change sides. So right hip forward, tuck down your tail. Be tall, but keep your ribs in and your shoulders down. Right arm overhead, side reach left. Right on. Come up and just put the roller to the side of you. Grab your hand weights. This might be the most challenging part of class right now. So hand weights, and then can you fist the floor with weights in hand? That would be ideal. If this is too difficult on your shoulders, just put more weight in your legs. Like just shift back until it's right for you, okay? Now circle the shoulders, and I'm looking at everyone's alignment. I want a long neck. I want ribs tucked in. So honey, you just grab your weights and you fist the floor with them. Hopefully they make it easier for you to do that, unless you don't want to. Okay, ribs have to stay in. Okay, here comes the hard part. Keep your shoulders down, hollow in your belly, and extend the right weight behind you. So just reach it back, keep your shoulders wide, neck long, set it down. Keep your shoulders down, belly in, reach your left arm back, and return. Keep alternating. Good. Everyone is doing good work here. So Joan, we're in all fours, unless you don't want to be. Exactly, Joan. So you're working both shoulders. So you want to alternate. You want to alternate if you're not. Alternate. So keep your ribs in, Erica. Like push into the ground with your standing arm. Okay, Okay, whichever arm you're on, bring it back and you're gonna stay. I want you to pulse the elbows straighter 10 times. And then pulse the arm back further 10 times. So it stays straight. Ooh, it's hard. Good. Second side. Reach it back, pulse the elbow straighter 10 times. Good, Margaret. Potheg, good job. Shoulders down, neck long, keep your square. And then pulse the arms straight back 10 times. Wonderful. Okay, put your weights to the side. Bring out your roller and lay on your, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Franklin balls is what we're doing. Next, grab your Franklin balls, scoot to the foot side of your mat and lay down and put them under your shoulders. So the upper traps, the part that usually gives you trouble. When you think of shoulder pain, most of us think of that area. So arms by your sides on the mat, 5 shrugs. Inhale, shoulders up, exhale, shoulders down. So Erica, you can put a pillow under your head to make this work for you, because otherwise you would want to be laying down. I think your balls could go higher than they are now for the first spot. Yeah. After 5, door frame the arms over your head and rock like a boat. So heavy on one ball and then the other. Lift your hips a little bit and reach through one arm and then the other arm. Like longer on one side, longer on the other side. Set the hips down and the arms on the floor, and then drag the arms through goalposts. Drag them around. Good. That was one spot. Let's scooch up so the balls go down a little bit. And we shrug. Door frame the arms overhead. Rock like a boat. Lift your hips and reach through one arm at a time. Set hips down and arms down. Drag the arms through goalpost. Good. And then we have one more spot to do. Shrug shoulders. Door frame the arms. Rock like a boat. And then alternate, lift your hips a little bit if you can. It's harder when the balls are lower, honestly, so you could leave your hips down if you want, but reach through one arm at a time. So arms overhead on the floor, Anne. Yep. And then set hips down, arms down, and drag your arms around. Wonderful. Put the balls under your pelvis, one under each glute. And Joan, I can't see you on the floor if you have a chance to change your camera angle. Wonderful. Okay. So hold the sides of your ribs and sink your ribs heavy into the ground. And then use your breath. I want you to inhale into the back side of the ribs. Exhale, close down the front of your ribs a couple of times. Oh, Joan, now I can't see you at all. There you go. Okay, move your hands onto your lower back. I want you to breathe into your hands on your lower back. Feel the breath go. And then hollow your belly down to the floor. Great. Touch your pubic bone with your fingertips. Breathe into your back still, so back ribs, lower back, even breathe into your tailbone. And then feel like you're squeezing your bladder and your uterus with your internal muscles. And repeat this. So no tucking and tilting, just squeeze your bladder and your uterus. Soft butt, soft legs. Okay, now we use those bladder muscles to tuck. So you exhale, squeeze your bladder, bring it towards your chin. That makes you tuck. And then inhale into your back to make yourself tilt. Breathe down into the tailbone. Good. So bladder towards chin, tuck. Inhale into the tailbone, tilt. Good, Johanna. Wonderful. Take your balls out and we're going to do a bridging series. So hands on the front of your pelvis just like they were, and the pinky finger should be in the hip crease. So the hip crease is kind of like the bottom of your underwear seam, right? Between your pubic bone and your hip point. It's your hip crease. Now, you're going to tighten that belt around your waist and press up into bridge. Press up. That hip crease should be gone. Move your pinky finger around. You feel no hip crease, right? Now, when you come back down, can you create it again? So you crease and come down. Good. That's how you keep neutral the whole time. So you exhale, tighten the belt under your thumbs, press up. Inhale into your back as you crease at the hip to come down. Good. Keep doing it. Now, as you're coming down, I want you to hover your hips just off the mat. So you're coming down, creating that crease. And before you set your butt down, can you just hover? And feel around. You should feel that you've got a nice curve to your low back. Your back muscles are working, okay? And if you touch the front of your pelvis, you've got that level table, right? Between the pubic bone and the hip points. You've got all that. So you're going to exhale, tighten the belt under your thumbs, and lift the right heel, down, left heel, down. Great. Both heels down. Lower your hips and put your arms by your sides on the mat. So now we're going to tuck pubic bone to belly button until your back is flat and peel up into a bridge. All the way up. Good. Inhale into your back. Peel down. So ribs, lower back, and hips. Release into neutral and then do it all again. Once more, come up into that bridge and stay. Same thing, float one heel at a time. So I hope you can feel the butt muscles, the back of the hip on the standing side, okay? So the side where the heel stays, that's the side that's really working. Awesome. Both heels are down and you peel down through your spine. Hug knees into chest. Give yourself a little break. Great. Now we're going to set up the props a little bit differently. I want you to turn on to your right side and the roller will be under your head. The Gertie ball will be under your waist. And have your weights like somewhere you could grab one of them. Just not across the room, just somewhere nearby. Have your knees bent, your head on the roller, ball under the rib cage, okay? So like closer to your armpit than some of you I think I see. And put palm to palm in front of you. So you're gonna reach your left fingertips past your right. Reach as far forward as you can. Knees should be bent. Knees should be bent, legs are stacked. Good. Now open your left arm like a book cover. Open it all the way up. Let it rotate your ribs. Let it roll your head on the roller. Very good. Now, from here, circle the arm down past your hip until you're palm to palm. And you do it again. Slide the left fingertips forward. Open the book cover. And then bring the arm down past your hip until you're palm to palm. Great, now I'm just gonna add the rest of the circle. So palm to palm, go over your head, and then back, and then down past your hip. Keep going. Now if you notice a very stretchy spot for yourself, you can like stop there and stay for a bit. Feel the stretch. Margaret, we are on our sides with the roller and the Gertie ball. Margaret Voorhees, I know you got kicked out for a second. Yeah. So the Gertie ball's under your ribs. Alrighty. Now we're gonna do some clamming. So back up your feet until they are totally behind you, maybe off the mat. And open your top knee. You can put your hands anywhere. Bring your legs forward until your feet are in line with your spine and keep clamming. Okay, now legs more forward like you're sitting in a chair. And we'll do another set of clams here. Great. Okay, now straighten the leg, straighten that top leg, and just the top leg, and back it up on the floor. So it's on the floor. Back it up until it's as far behind you as it can be. And then put your hand on your hip and roll that hip forward. Forward, forward, forward. Okay, tuck a little bit. Tuck a little bit, good. Now from there, can you just lift your heel towards the ceiling? Just lift up and back down. So it should be a straight leg. Your leg should be straight. Show me where you feel it. Show me where you feel it. Yes. Good, everybody. The back of the side of the butt. That's what I want. So Voorhees, try to straighten that knee a little more. Reach through the heel. Good. So now hold it up and draw a quarter-size circle with your heel. Back there. And then reverse. And then rest. Rest that knee. Very good, everybody. Okay, so scooch the roller out of the way a little bit. We're going to break between sides with some abdominals. So turn onto your back on the ball. The ball stays basically where it is, but you turn onto your back and you put your hands behind your head. So long throat. Think of pressing into the ball to come up. And then back. Repeat. So this ability is important to prevent forward head posture. So that the stiff ribs is part of why we have to kind of lean our head forward to do stuff. So just know, like, okay, I'm keeping my neck straight, and this is how I should kind of mobilize inflection more than just forward head posture. Great. Sit up and turn towards the right knee with your heart, and then towards the left knee with your heart. So lay back in between. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Lay back and then sit up and rotate towards the left knee. Good. Okay, so turn towards the right knee and stay. Lift the right knee to tabletop. Put your left hand on the inside of that knee. You're going to exhale deeply as you press them into each other. And then reach the arm and leg away. Exactly, Nadia. So press them in as you exhale. Shrink your belly. And then reach them away. Wonderful. Put your foot down, hand behind your head, lay back. And then exhale, sit up towards your left. Hand to the inside of the knee. Exhale, shrink belly as you press, and then reach. Wonderful. Okay. Put your foot down. Turn over onto your left rib cage now. Head on roller, palm to palm. So I've got a lot to do here. I hope that I remember everything I did. So please correct me if I missed something. So palm to palm, slide your right fingertips past your left as far forward as you can, and then open a book cover, and then return by circling the arm down past your hip and come palm to palm, and do it again. So the rib cage is part of your shoulder joint. It's not classically considered to be, but functionally it very much is. So Rachel, we're just actually, circling back down this at this point, and then we'll do the whole circle in a second. So down past your hip and then palm to palm. But you're right, the next thing we're going to do is the whole circle. Okay, so let's do that whole circle. So if the ribs are stiff, you will hurt. So that means the arm goes overhead, past your ear, back, down past your hip. You will hurt the rotator cuff in the shoulder joint if the ribs can't do this, right? You need to be able to do this to reach that item in the back seat of the car. Last one. Make sure you pause where you need it. You know, if you want to sit in a stretch for a second, you can do that. Okay, and then we're going to do clams. So back up your feet. And let's do open the knee. Bring your knees forward, feet are in line with spine, and keep clamming. Legs forward again like you're sitting in a chair, and keep clamming. Straighten your top leg and rest the foot on the floor. Now slide the leg as far back as you can and keep it straight, and roll your top hip forward like you're trying to face it to the ground. Now from there, lift your heel to the ceiling and back down. Hold it up and draw a quarter-size circle with your heel. And reverse. Wonderful, wonderful. Take a rest. Nice. Remove the ball from your ribs and grab a hand weight. So I want your knees just stacked. You can stay where you are. Stay where you are, just grab a hand weight. So you're still laying on your left side, head on the roller. There's just no ball, and you've got a weight in your right hand. Okay, so we're gonna do rotator, punching, and arm swinging. So elbow at your waist, shoulder on your back. Now, use your bottom arm to palpate what's going on. Like, where's your shoulder? How are your ribs? Is your chin aligned? Like, check everything. And then you can start doing rotator, where you lift and lower the weight. I want the elbow hovered off your waist, so not resting on your waist. It makes it too easy. Keep the shoulder down. Don't let the elbow travel around, right? Keep it where it is. Now hold up the weight in line with your elbow. You're gonna punch forward slowly and elbow back slowly. So what I'm looking at is your shoulder. So I don't want your shoulder to go with the arm. I want it to stay on your back. That's stabilizing the scapula, which prevents your neck from hurting when your arm's doing things, right? We want your arm to be strong. We want your deltoid to be strong. If the scapula is moving around, then you'll do it from your neck. Okay, straight arm now. Same thing, but it's like you're walking slowly, of course, in slow motion. Yes, and the arm goes forward and back. Okay, arm back. Hold it back there. Hold it back there, and just do a little up pulse towards the ceiling. Up, up, tiny, tiny. Wonderful. Okay, set your weight down. Turn onto your belly and just move that roller out from under your head for a second. Rest your forehead on your hands. So remember that hip crease we talked about? The underwear seam that goes from your pubic bone to your hip point, that region. I want you to alternate pushing it into the floor. So just push it down and push it down. And that's all you're doing. And I want you to feel how the butt does that. All right, so no leg lift yet. The leg lift, a lot of that comes from the hamstring. So I want to just do pressing the hip down. That's all butt. Okay, press down in front and then lift the leg. Good, alternate. If you can, add a hamstring curl. So you'll lift, hamstring curl, and then go back the way you came, straighten, set it down. Lift, hamstring curl, straighten, put it down. Nadia, try to keep your legs more turned in so that you use your hamstrings equally. So it's not just the lateral hamstring. Yeah. Okay, now hold up the right leg and draw some circles. I want the right leg straight. Okay, straight leg, circle, and reverse it. Good. Okay, let's do the left leg. Circle. And reverse. Wonderful. Now push back to all fours for a second. Tuck under your toes and make a downward facing dog. Stretch for 20 seconds however you like. Okay, move to forward fold. Stretch for 20 seconds however you like. And we're going to make a plank. So walk your hands forward, make whatever plank you like. It could be knees, elbows, hands, or feet, or all fours, kind of whatever you want to do. And I'm timing you for 1 minute. You do not have to stay for the whole minute, but I'm just timing it for you. I recommend wiggling around. If you move, pump your feet, rotate your body, it will keep you active and alive and not hurt anything usually, not dump into your wrists. Okay, you're halfway done through the minute. $20. 10. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And as you all know, we have a second shoulder to do. So lay down on your right side now, hold your weight. Rotator, punching, and arm swings. That's what's coming up. So bring your elbow to your waist, hover the elbow up. Check that your shoulder is open, your ribs are in, everything's aligned. And then you can start lifting and lowering the weight by rotating your arm. Okay, punch forward, elbow back. Keep your shoulder on your back. So take it slowly. Take it slow motion. Shoulder stays on your back. And if it won't, you don't go all the way. You only go as far as you can. Great. And then straight arm version, like a slow motion, walking, swinging the arm forward and back. And swing the arm back and pulse it, little up, little up, little up. Good, Rachel. Great. Put down your weight, and we are going to end class laying on the roller, head to tail on your back. The best part of class, I wouldn't leave it out. So get yourself as long as you can on the roller. Scoot your head away from your butt away from your head. And then goalpost arms. Let yourself be nice and heavy on the roller. This can be a great way to end because your fascia, as I've told you many times, is kind of your GPS system. It's full of proprioceptive nerves that tell your brain where you are. And when we lay on the roller like this, you're just interacting with the fascia, and your body's own intelligence will sort of solve things. It'll be like, oh, her sacrum's a little twisted, and it'll kind of like re-level it. And it also, just laying on the roller, helps turn on all the little stabilizer muscles along your spine, which is really good for you. So this can be a great way to end class. Interlace hands together over your head and just keep sinking into that stretch. Straighten your elbows, straighten your arms over your head, keep your hands interlaced. If you can do this, straighten your legs on the floor. Straighten your legs out so you're just getting totally lengthened. Don't fall off. Unclasp your hands, bring your arms to T. And you're gonna look right as you reach through your left fingertips. And switch. Now I'm gonna leave you here. Of course, you can slide off and rest on the floor or something, but I'm just going to leave you here if you want to spend a little more time. Technically, your class is over. Thank you all for coming, and I really hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Okay, goodbye.